Stream. Can you guys hear me on LinkedIn? So I just you have to add your camera apparently to get your mic to even show up on StreamYard. So maybe that's part of it. Edit. Can I do my settings in here? Cam mic settings, audio, Yeti. No, that's not right at all. Here we go. Hey, sorry guys. Can you hear me now? LinkedIn people. Yes, LinkedIn. Oh. It's the first time we've live streamed in a while, so that was bound to happen. Unmute? No, that's for unmute for that. No, I didn't. Sorry. I was just trying to troubleshoot it myself real quick. All right. Well, I'm delayed. Oh. Okay, it's starting. Oh, cool. LinkedIn has a cool thing where it tells you the text as you say stuff. So it looks like it's working now. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, thanks, guys. Sorry. It's been a while since we live streamed, but we're focused on Discord right now, so I didn't really check enough on my other platforms. So I was probably muted on Twitch and YouTube as well. So welcome. Sorry about that. A lot of people probably left. That's okay. Thank you guys. So I'm going to keep going. Sorry about that. Sorry. So it's just good. It's good to know for when we do this for our lecture that will happen next month, and I don't know when that is yet. Sync sketch. Interesting. Okay. Join as guest. Sterling. Let me bring this up. Thank you, Julian. If you need more feedback, yeah, definitely let me know. Send me a DM. Megan. Hey, Megan. I'm not gonna. I'm huge here. I'm not gonna change the size of myself because it broke earlier. So I'm just gonna be big on screen. You guys can't hear the audio, but I can, and the video that we put out on YouTube will have it too. It's just music anyway. Let me turn it down so I can hear myself think. Cool. Oh yeah, I had given some feedback on this, hadn't I think, or is this a different one? Yeah, I did get feedback on this. I remember now. At some point, some probably terrible feedback. Just kidding. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn the music. I'm actually gonna turn the music off because it's bothering me too much. So it's fine music. I'm just while I'm live streaming, it's too much for my brain. Cool. All right, so I guess I'll look at it with a more careful eye this time. I was just kind of experiencing it the first time. And it's funny when I look at portfolios, a lot of people do this. They don't even look at them with sound like that. I purposely don't look at portfolios with sound to start because the sound always adds more. I try to see if something feels good without any sound. I know it's like solid because, yeah, you need it to speak for itself. And then I look with sound after if it's good. Some fun stuff here. I mean, yeah, it's gameplay. Okay, cool. I was trying to remember what. So I think I was just thinking about like overall composition, like how to show this stuff. I think in this case, like, you don't even need to show the play blast. Like, you just show it, unless you only have like low res gameplay footage, like it's fine. But I feel like you should just show the gameplay footage, because there's no other characters. If there's like other characters in the shot that you didn't do, that's fine. Um, like, I just feel like it's okay just to show the gameplay footage, and just say like animation only, like in the corner, and that because you're layering them both at once, I guess that's fine. It's when you do the one after the other, like this one, like you do the animation first and then it's just, people don't like to have their time wasted. Just show the one shot. Like there's no need to go back and forth. It's hard to see when there's two videos at once. It's hard to like look back and forth sometimes. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Ramo kept at it. I gotcha. Yeah, I think the same thing there. It's like you're trying to look at two things at once. It would be nice if it's just you show the animation first. You don't even need to show the mocap. Honestly, like you don't need to show the mocap. You could just say like mocap cleanup, and then just show the animation. And if you don't like how it looks, work on it more. I say like take it out or whatever. Like yeah, if that's the reason why you want to show the mocap to show how you made it better, like I'd say you don't need to show the actual mocap. Like people like they do. I don't know. Like some people like to show their reference and everything, and I'm a lot of people. Everyone's different, but I'm not into that. I'm like I don't care what reference you had or anything. It just if it looks good, it looks good. I don't care how it was made. Pretty much like as long as it works and it's supposed to be working as intended, that's all I care about personally. I don't know if there's other people that like maybe they like might not believe you. I don't know. Yeah, same thing here. Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 It's fun. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, as far as like actual animation critique, I mean, there's a lot of like little things. Let me. Um, I'm trying to see if there's like an overall theme I can point to. I'd say, I mean, a lot of it, like I said, I think I said this before. A lot of it is almost too gameplay like. It would be nice to have a little bit more character, but I understand how things go. Like that was a nice little jump. I really like that one. Like more things you can do to add character, the better. That's cool. Like that idol there. So you have the idol there. Like again, like you don't need to show this idol here by itself if it's already somewhere else. Um, yeah, idols are always fun. Like if you're gonna show an idol like that just by itself on its own, I always like to add like show like some flavor. Like there's something where like they do something else. Like they itch or they're like looking around. He's trying to hit like yeah, that's what yeah, make it yeah, again, and more character, like make a reason why that is an interesting thing. But again, I know what it's like when you're making a project and like you don't have the time to do that crap all the time. So if you don't have that, that's fine. But yeah, I see this idle happen in other animation, like after a kill or something. Like you could even cut it out entirely. I know you're trying to fill out more time, but like honestly, don't just fill out time in your portfolio just to fill out time. If you don't have enough stuff, like if you feel like you have to do that, it just means you need to do more work, make more animations. I would just put stuff there just to try to like you see that idle in other places in your reel anyways, so you could even chop it from just showing it by itself, because there's nothing happening in it where it's like, oh, that was good. It's the lead. The problem is it's the lead off. It's the whole lead off to your reel. That's also the problem. Like if you showed, let's see, I always like to have a hook, like that really like attention grabbing thing, like that jumps cool. Where's the death? There it is. Okay, like I would start off with like the death. Death is cool. A lot of motion there. Looks fun. Yeah, like I would start off with whatever is going to grab people the most, which is the idol is the least least one. So it's okay, but there's you can edit it. But yeah, like I would just start it off with a punch, and then yeah, like you know you can just show the gameplay stuff if you have high res. But again, if you only have the low res, then by all means keep this. In the mocap, I'd say your other stuff was better than the mocap, but I get it. I'm not a fan of mocap, so I'm guessing you did as much as you could with this with mocap. It's helpful for games that have like thousands of animations. I get that. The timing on that needs to be fixed. That if I'm going to critique, sorry. Like I feel bad because I told you to like cut a bunch of things, but yeah, it is what it is. It's it's a timing thing here. So those steps are baby steps. That's what really bugs me here. Those steps are so small. Like he'd be taking like giant leaps. Like he would have a couple less steps here before he even gets to the camera. I just feel like he's moving very slowly. Like somehow he's moving in walk speed, but he's running like thing. Maybe it's a camera focal length thing, not focal like FOV kind of field of view thing. I just feel like he should be taking way larger steps. That's like the biggest thing on that, right? The roll isn't bad. That's actually cool. It's just when he gets into that run, that's the only thing. It's like, it breaks right at the end there. So I would definitely make him take larger steps. He's running too slow. He would be falling. I mean, running is a series of controlled jumps, basically. So is his hips even moving up at all when he? Yeah, it's hips. So when hips do that, like it's like the ninja run when you have like the hips are staying still, but the feet are moving really fast. Like he's doing like a ninja run there. So it's like he's moving too slow for a ninja run. Like a ninja run's like really fast. So he needs to have a little bit more up and down, like more jumps and just forward way faster. Like basically he'd already be, it's like cutting off a little bit of time there. So yeah, it's a timing thing and a spacing thing a little bit. That's really it. And yeah, let me see if did I miss anything? There's pins. Cool. Oh, thank you. All right, let's go on to the next one. Thank you, Megan. It's overall, it's good. I think it's good overall. Like all this has a lot of promise, honestly. It is. I feel like it's just enough for somebody to give you a shot, but I would keep working on it. I definitely would keep working, like just keep making stuff until you get a job, basically, because you're close. I feel like you could get a job this year on this if you add like a couple more stellar pieces here. Yeah, but don't quote me on that. But I that's how in my gut, like if I was like I really need an animator right now for this kind of stuff, I'd be like, yeah, we'll give her a shot. So it's a good thing. Cool. But unfortunately, I don't need a character animator. I'll let you know if I do. No, I don't need me. No, yeah, well, yeah. If I could only multiply. Yeah, Brian. So where is this? Am I going in the right order? Did I skip anyone? I don't know if I skipped. Okay, cool. I don't want to skip anyone. So Brian Christopher Alexander. Oh, full name. Cool. Hey, you have 3 first names. I just gotta. Brian Christopher Alexander. Anyway. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna move myself out of the way here a little. Yeah. Oh, my frozen. Hold on. Oh god. Okay, good. Yeah. If anybody is in on Twitch, YouTube, or LinkedIn, I'm sorry, I haven't said this before, please go to GameCreateRepeat.com, join the Discord, because that's where we're interacting and talking. Unfortunately, we don't have enough bandwidth to be, interacting with everybody on all the platforms. It's just there so you can see it, and hopefully you come on in. Yes, I'm very good at critiquing names. So yes, concept artist. I should get into this. Concept artist. Yeah, so I think there's definitely some promise here. Oh, sorry, it's the same thing. I was like, we'll go to home. What's at home? Okay, this is the home page. Excuse me. I would just start on the concept page, honestly. Like your concept. This is your home here. Like what you linked. You don't even need, because okay. So I'm gonna be honest here. Like if I saw this right up, I probably it's not quite there for a concept. Concept art is so hard. Concept art is one of the hardest jobs to get into at the first. I don't want to scare anyone away from that. If that's what you love to do, but the problem with concept art, or not the problem, the crux, I guess, of the issue of why it's so hard is that you have to get to a higher level than everyone else to get in, just get your foot in as a concept artist, because you're basically telling people this is how these things need to look. You're affecting the whole production. And it can't be off. It just can't someone 3D modelers a lot of times they just don't have that part in their brain that can just make stuff look good out of their head. They have to see something. So that's the concept artist is basically giving a lot 3D modelers something to go off of, because if they see something they can make it perfectly. Some 3D modelers can just make stuff, which those are just extremely rare people. So if you're a 3D modeler that can draw really well, yeah, it's just very rare to find someone like that. So yeah, so the work, it's not quite there, just at first glance, just because, like I said again, concept art is so hard to get into. I'm going to try to be more helpful than that. I see some lighting issues here. It's a lot of soft gradients. The gradients are always the worst. That's the light is hard to get right. I know computers usually do light for us very well, but concept artists unfortunately need to be able to do lighting really well. And the light here, I guess the fire isn't that's not terrible lighting, but there's just some softness to the whole lighting that it just feels, I guess, undefined. It's just there's no defined light source except for the fire here, but everything else there's no defined light source. It's just kind of generic, bounce light basically. There's no nice hard light coming in or rim light. There's no rim light at all. You need some nice 3-point lighting. Again, I'm not an artist, but I have dealt with enough art directors to know exactly what they're looking for. So this is nice. I like this. It shows that you're kind of you're researching and you made this character on your own, which is great. A lot of people, they'll try to just copy some other character that already exists, which is not, it's not important. Concept artist has to come with stuff out of their head, out that nobody has seen yet. Which is why also it's so hard. I'm blocking you. Yeah, so you got some stuff there. And you showed a character that you used for inspiration, which is great. That's fine. You're showing the turnarounds. I like this. This overall works, because not all concept art needs to be perfect pieces of art. It is good to show this kind of stuff, because being a concept artist is also about explaining how things should be built. That's part of it too. It's not just making a bunch of pretty pictures. That's half of it. So you have that part down. You're trying to show how something works and how it's made, how this character, getting into this character's head. It's cool. I like that little fire kick, the fire kick. And it's an esports kind of fighter guy. I like it, a punk punk parkour dude. I don't know what to call him, but yeah, I like that you have something you're going for. This, I like this. These lines look really nice. The structure. So I mean, it's really I see this so much. People are really good at the lines, the silhouette, which is the best thing to be good at. This silhouette is number one most important always. So this is great. You did this is really good stuff here. It's just getting that lighting down I think it's your next step, because you have good lines in general, good poses. Your poses are okay. So poses could be a little bit more dynamic. They're not bad. Like they're centered. They look correct. But yeah, it would be cool to like see something a little bit more exaggerated out there. Like this guy. Like if he's pulling back a bow, like if you're actually going to shoot a bow, like it has to be back further, like behind your head. So that's like that's just me being an animator. It doesn't look like his bow, this arrow is even long enough to be shot. Like, so that's a small detail like that a concept artist needs to know. Like the length of that arrow needs to be correct because gameplay, like if this is for a game, like gameplay is going to be centered around this stuff. So, I mean, it might seem like a small detail because like the bow is going to bend back more. Like someone could make a rig and like it only goes a certain amount, and then all of a sudden we're like, no, we needed to go like way back here. Oh, we got to redo all these transition animations and everything. Like it. That's why being concept artist is hard because there's just a lot of stuff you got to think about that you don't. What's up? Oh yes, definitely. Discord. Yeah, so if anybody wants to see it, head to the Discord, gamecreaterepeat.com. Go to our Discord. It's in there if you're interested in this. Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I say the same. I don't like the face on this one, but I do like the dress. It's done well. Dresses are always tough. I hate it when I have to animate a dress or hook up a dress. But yeah, you're showing like different things on the back and the front, and yeah, I mean, I'd say you just got to keep working. Out of everything here, this is my favorite just because of how well structured the face looks. And like showing all the hair and stuff. Like the hair looks nice, like that's flowy, and I don't know, I just like it. But yeah, like it's funny, like you think sometimes the things people don't think people will be interested in are the things that people are really interested in. Like I like this better, like these lines, I like this better than your actually fully rendered one, just because of, again, you'll have to like, you can even keep working on this, like try to find a better way to add more, like do your Photoshop layers, like put a highlight layer in and like a rim light layer and just do it up, basically, make it look a little better. You're gonna have to study a lot of lighting, and I would just say keep going, because in order to get a job, you'll probably need at least, I don't know the exact number, if you have like 3 to 5 really rock solid pieces that are just like, wow, like blow people away, like 3 to 5 really solid pieces, that's like enough. That's enough to get into the industry, I'd say. I mean, it's not a perfect science, but that's just like my gut feeling. If someone showed me 3 things, that it's also important that they match with what the company is doing, because it is very rare that some company is going to give you a chance when the stuff you've made so far has nothing to do with what they're working on. They're only going to care about people that have done things like animation or concept art or models that are in line with what they're already working on. It is crappy, but very little companies actually give people just chances on things that don't look anything like. They want to see it, that you can do the job, kind of. They want to see that, oh, that character looks like it could go into our game, basically, which is definitely not fair, because there's no way you can match every style of game and movie that possible. So you just kind of have to pick what you're good at, and just kind of go in that. Like if you're really good at realistic, stick with realistic stuff. If you're really good at stylized, do stylized stuff. If you're good at both, definitely show both, because showing that, like you show something realistic and then stylized, like that's like, that's what blows people away when you do that kind of stuff. But don't force it. Like just because people say they want that, don't force it. Like don't just start trying to make realistic stuff if you're not good at it, because that's never. You're not going to be happy even if you got a job doing that. You're like, I don't really like doing this because it's not what I'm good at. So yeah, just keep going. Brian, thank you for posting your stuff, and I hope this was a little bit helpful, or a lot of it helpful, not a little bit. Let's see. I'll move on because we have 15 minutes. Yeah. Oh, already did this one. Okay. Hold on. Eddie. Yes, I see that. I'll do Eddie's. Cool. That's perfect. So we might take one more after this. I'm not sure. Any questions, we can always just answer. Hey, so this is Brandon. I don't know what to call you anymore. I don't know your name anymore. Eduardo Infinity Brandon. That's what you're going to be called from now on. He's a longtime member of GCR, so he's pretty awesome. Yeah, here's your stuff. Let's see. It's been a while since I looked. I know I said I was gonna post it. I never did, so I will do that. So you have your stuff up here. Let's just look. Don't worry, 2021. Sorry for people that can't hear right now. The final video that's being recorded as we speak will have all the audio, but you don't need the audio, at least. There's some cool music, some like light guitar. The beats coming in. Oh, I'm just kidding. So tech artist, yes, I should say. Technical game designer, artist, technical person, thing. Not thing, person. Just watching. I'm just taking it in right now. Explaining. I think I saw this version, unless you updated it recently. Yeah, you've got a lot of work, that's for sure. How long is this? 2:48? Not bad. You could cull it down a little bit. I'll go back through. I'm just saying random stuff right now. So my hard limit is 2 minutes on a demo reel. That's why I said that. I think there's almost never any reason to watch a demo reel more than 2 minutes. Like, you are gonna always know if that person's hireable or not. It's like more than enough time to know that. So that's kind of part of it. And plus, just culling it down means you can put the best possible stuff together. Even though it's hard to let go of stuff, it's in the end, like, it's still not gonna, like, all that extra stuff is not gonna be, I mean, maybe someone might see something that they're like, oh, we need to hire this person, this one thing. I don't know. But for the most part, like, if somebody really wants to see something that you're saying on your demo reel or website, like, you can say, oh, yes, I have extra footage. I can show you that. Cool. Yeah. You've got a lot of stuff in there, which is cool. Like, I know you've been working very hard on all this. Let me just full screen it. It's hard with tech art too, like, to know like what someone did. Level design, tech art thing. Like, you got a lot of stuff going on. So I think it starts off like the stuff's. Now, hold on. You say what you did at the beginning, right? You might want to hold that, like, I know you did a lot of stuff, but like on each clip, like, it's almost, instead of saying like raycasting and stuff at the beginning, like, it's almost necessary to have it while something, because there's just so much stuff going on. Like, just to say like what's happening, like what people are watching that you did as each clip is being played. it might make sense to, if you've done a lot of the same things on different projects, it might make sense to like put different projects together. Like if you've done like ray tracing stuff with different projects, instead of having it this project, this project, this project, have it like, you know, this skill, this skill, this skill, and there's like a bunch of different projects together with those 3 skills. That is something to think about, because it's a lot. Like it's just hard to know exactly what's happening. I know you did a lot of this stuff, so you have to be able to communicate that to who's watching, which is always hard. And is there, sorry, let me look at the chat just to make sure. Let's see. Yeah, I almost, it's it is a lot of interesting stuff. Like it would be nice to see, I know you do a lot of blueprint stuff. Just like layer in some blueprints into the, like, I don't know, maybe not at the beginning, like let people see a little bit and then kind of show, like fade into some blueprints, like just so people will see. Yeah. Or, you might be able to talk over it. That'd be cool. I don't see that often. Like if you're just talking about what you did. Like I do this at my work all the time. Like we make videos of, because we're all remote, so we're making videos of what we did, because you can show it, but people aren't gonna really know like how it works or anything. But if you're talking over it about what it is and how you did it, I think people understand it more. Like you could do that, even though, like I said before, people might not be sound, like they have the sound on, but it's worth a shot to have it if they do have sound. You could even like put a note at the beginning, like you put a note if you don't think people are gonna say like make sure sound is on, because like I'm explaining it, like you could like put that like make sure the sound is on, you know, so you could say that. Yeah. Yeah, subtitles too. You can even like layer subtitles into the video, like if you want. I know that's really, it's a lot, like it's a big, you know, but I think it's worth it. Like you're doing so much here that it might be worth it to explain it while it's happening. Like text might not be like text before or after or on the site itself might not be enough. Like it might be worth it just like in the moment to be explaining it. And plus, it gets your personality out there a little bit, which I don't know you personally, but I feel like you have a personality, and I feel like you're likable. So why not put it out there? Some people are not like some. Some people are like just like cardboard, and they're not fun at all. I guess you're not cardboard. You. It's okay. Like putting yourself out. I know it's tough. It is tough to do, especially with employers. But I think people will appreciate it in the end, to be honest. Because a lot of people, even people that are experienced, are going to be like, "What exactly am I looking at?" Which is, it's a common problem. The plight of the tech artist. Nobody freaking knows what we do. So that's basically it. I get this at my work all the time. It's the first thing I could think of. Oh, that's some cool. I didn't see that before. That was some cool looking trait. I just liked the look of it. I don't know. I knew it was just for debugging, but it was some cool debugging. Showing debug stuff. That's another thing. Put that debug stuff up on the screen. Like, don't hide it. Like, show debug stuff. Because that's an important part of the job, is like being able to debug and like show that you can write stuff that allows yourself to debug, and you're not just like waiting around for someone else to write that stuff for you. Like, that's really cool. I'd say cut it down. So focus it more. It's not focused. I think that's it. It's like scattershot, a lot of stuff, and it's a lot of cool stuff and important stuff, but it's too much for me to get a grasp on exactly what you can do, because it's a lot. You can jump in. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, sizzle. Yeah, if there's stuff that you really don't want to let go of, yeah, like that's a good point. Like just more videos. Like you have your main sizzle reel that shows like your main stuff. Like it doesn't have to be per project. It can just be like the best stuff all like together. Like doesn't have to be like this project, then this project, then this project. Um, yeah, yeah. Mhm. It would be. I haven't even gone to the website yet. Sorry. It would be nice to see like a launched project. I know you're working towards that. So, but yeah, it would be nice to see something. Again, I'm sorry. I make this point to everyone. Like, yeah, it's nice to have these prototypes, and prototypes are important. But yeah, somebody they put stock in something that's launched, even if it's not professional. Like just anything that's launched. I'm not talking about like an exe that they download. Like, don't do that. No one will ever play it. I'm talking about like a store, like on a store, a platform somewhere. It doesn't have to be paid. It can be free. Um, it just like that process, just the simple process of doing that. Like people, they just get something like, oh yeah, this person understands that loop, that finishing the loop, which is important. Like the cutting scope, making hard decisions and setting things up in a way that'll actually end up in a game. Like that's hard. That's the hardest part. Like I've had it happen before. Like you get to the end and you're like, this can't work because it's just running too slow and it's not fun and nothing's working. Too many bugs. Like so, if you launch something that's relatively bug free, there can be bugs in it. Like something that's relatively bug free, and you had like some sort of timeline that you set yourself, and it just even if you worked with anyone else on it, that's like a huge plus. It's not just by yourself. Like you actually had other people involved. Like they can say, okay, this person hasn't made a AAA game or a professional game, but they've made this thing and this looks fun. And if we actually have, if that person had professional artists around them or professional whoever, it probably would have been pretty good. So maybe they can help us. So that's kind of like the dots that people connect. And if you just have a bunch of projects that haven't been finished, a lot of times it's just hard for people to make that jump. Like they just don't know. Like they're like, oh, well, was this stuff like optimized? Like I don't know. Like was it built in a way that it could actually work? Who knows? Like it looks like it could, but I don't really know. But if you put something out somewhere on a store on a platform, they're like, okay, I know this works. This worked, and this person worked with a team. So a lot of times it's not about experience; it's about just showing that you've done it. But it doesn't have to be in a professional setting. That obviously helps, but you know, you just do what you can. Really, like if you're not at a studio, that's all you can do, and you just be like, hey, I'm working towards it, guys. Look what I'm doing. Yeah, man. But yeah, let's go through a little bit more. Sorry. Project. I mean, that's really what most people are going to care about. Is like this home screen. So yeah, but yeah, we can go through other projects. So there's the other videos. Oh, those aren't videos. Hollow projects, external level design, improve. Yeah, just going through a little bit. Can you download? Oh, you can download it. Cool. Download. Like I say, like no one's probably going to actually end up downloading it, but it. I mean, it's on itch, which itch.io, so that's cool. That's a thing. That's good. So yeah, I mean that's bad. It's cool. It's good. Music. Do we want? You can't hear it on the stream anyway, but I'm going to listen to it anyways. It's not working for me. Oh no. What happened? Oh, there it goes. Just had some silence at the beginning. I can explain it. Some synthy stuff is going on. Very sci-fi. Ambient. I like it. No, it's not. I know. I'm not an entertainer. I guess I technically am because I work in the entertainment industry. Whatever. Yeah, I start rambling after a while. So they have retrospective. Cool. I think you need more bullet points. I'm not a fan of sentences. I can't believe I said that. I'm not a fan of like paragraphs or like I'll read this. I'll read a little bit, but yeah, my mind just like starts. I'm like, get me to the information, the important stuff, like immediately, and that's what a lot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so. Like this screen is very unclear. The project screen. There's 3 projects here. Oh, I see. I was like, I thought this was all the projects together. This is the first. All right. I'd probably try to find a way to get them all on one screen. And then you can click like we did Julian. You could click the details button and you could get more info. Like this is like the detail. Like you hit details and you get this info. But like there should be 3 thumbnails, like project or even on home. Like on home, less clicks better. Less clicks the better. Like home here has Apollo, Aragon, the Hunt, and Breach like on the front page, and then details like button on each one of those. And there's a short little blurb on each with the video link or whatever image. And maybe you have this. You can still have this at the top, like this main video, but then have the projects under. Oh, you do have that down. So you have some. I spoke ahead of myself. I guess you do have some here already, but yeah. I would have like. I guess you could keep this page, but like I would make a homepage more of like yeah, it's just like Apollo, the Hunt, Breach, like here. And then you can go, and then when you click on it, it goes into like the further details that you already have. So experience, nice. Cool. So you got something. Is this whatever. I won't go to it. We don't have a lot of time, anyways. I'm already past time. I gotta look at one more. Cool. QA tester. Yeah, I mean, it's fine to have the resume. Again, I would have also a link to the resume. Is that somewhere? Definitely. Get my okay. I'm not good at reading. I'm terrible at reading. So, which makes me a good yeah. Yeah. When it's live, my brain just kind of like goes like I don't know. Cool. But yeah, I hope this was enough so far. I want to do one more. The last person that posted because I want to make sure. It's definitely a process. It's a journey. Nicholas Johnson? Oh, I don't know. Hold on. Because there's nobody named Nicholas in the chat, so I don't know. Okay. Gotcha. Yes, Nicholas Johnson. Cool picture. Yeah, let's look. What's that? That was British. It's British. British, whatever. I don't have the chat right now. It is. Nicholas British Johnson. There you go. He just changed it. No, it's all right. Cool. Oh, I love it when people do this. The real time, whatever it's called, tool bag thing. Marmoset. My brain doesn't work today. Yeah. Ooh, this is fun. Look at this detail. Look at this detail. Look at. No, I'm just kidding. This is cool. Oh, look at that the screw, and there's like a little edge. Yeah, there's some cool detail on that. Like for a game, like let me see. This is why I love this. You can just like look at that game ready asset. Look at you. I don't mean to patronize you. It's just I think it's cool. Yeah, ADT sign. Mm-hmm. Sandwich. Well, images of different else's reference. Cool. Yeah, I mean it's cool. I wish I saw. I don't know. I mean, I know you made it from a certain angle. Like, I wish I saw it from more angles and more things. Like, but it's fine. It looks good. Oh, is there a video? Is actually a video? Oh, yeah. Oh no, it looks like it's just going between them. It's showing animation. There's some weird flickering with this. It looks like I know it's probably the sign of flickering, but it looks like a glitch. So I definitely look at that. It looks like the occlusion. It looks like the occlusion is effing up to me. If it's supposed to be a sign flickering, then yeah, I would definitely like look at that. Whatever happened, it's like weird shadow stuff. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I feel like for a sign like this, I'm gonna get into like, I still feel like you'd see a little bit more light shining through. Like the black is almost too black. Like that paint would have to be. I guess you could possibly have it like really thick paint. I don't know. You did. Nice. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I saw the light, the flickering here, which I thought this was the street light flickering, right? Or is it not? Is it something else flickering? No, but is that light is coming from under the tree? We're getting into like really technical details here. So it can't be the light from the, because it's coming from underneath the tree, and that light is above the tree, right? So I don't know. Yeah. In either case, the flickering is too much. Like it would not look like that unless this place was like about to fall apart. Essentially, like the flickering would be very subtle. Like it's going to be so subtle. It's not going to be from like dark, like you're not going to see that much flicker basically. It's just make it very, yeah, just make it so subtle that like you can barely see it basically. Like it's just pixels are changing color, but that's all. Like it's not like you definitely see it, you just feel it and that's it. Um, like you can see it at the ground. You can see it at the ground. But I feel like it's just another sign that's supposed to be flickering on the other side. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Anyways, if you really want to save yourself the hassle, just take out the flickering and you'll be fine. like, just remove it and call it a day. To be honest, like don't stress over it. Yeah, it's fine. Like I don't. Yeah. 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 I mean, yeah, it's cool. It's nice little. It's nice to show that you like add it. It's not just a picture. It's not just a static thing. It's cool. Subway. Gosh. BioShock poster. I'm almost right. Like, are you allowed to put the BioShock poster there? I don't know if you're allowed to do that. I don't think many people would care. I don't even think 2K would really care. But I don't know. Someone might be like, I don't know. Whatever. It is. You'd have to look it up. I'm not gonna look it up on live on streams. But this shot's weird because it looks like a 2D image to me because it's doing the rotation. It looks much better once you get into the panning shot. There you go. should be, but it yeah, if you send it, like, if I don't know if you've applied to you know anything 2K related, um, if you send it there and they see it, they're going to be like, you're not going to get in trouble, but something will go off in their head. Maybe someone will say something to you. They're like, oh, did you ask permission for this? Like, so they might be like, oh, this person breaks the rules. Like, I don't know. It's better to be safe than sorry. To be pretty frank, like, it's just better to be safe. Mhm. Oh yeah, I haven't seen that. Okay. Yeah, if you made it, that's different. Yeah, I would have it something that's not so recognizable, honestly, just to be safe. Like, it's just better to be safe. Like, you don't want to mess up an opportunity just because of that one stupid image. Like, right. Or like, will they do that to our stuff? Like, yeah. I don't like the first shot because it's not showing any parallax since it's a rotation. Rotations don't show parallax. So if you just turn this to a slow pan, like, because it looks like you mapped an environment onto a sphere, even though I know you didn't because of the second shot, but that's what it looks like at first. Well, it's supposed to be, right? Oh, if there was, yeah, this is where you would put the flickering in. Like, this is where flickering exists. It's almost, it would be the opposite. A restaurant would not leave their lights flickering. Yeah, it's far enough away. Or sound. I mean, I turned down the sound, didn't I? Is there any sound here? I know. There's a little bit of sound. So if you could hear like the mouse squeak, you'd hear it. But yeah, this is where you would see one, like, because I live near Boston. I always used to go into Boston. You like see there's that one flickering light that they haven't fixed. Like, all of, like, you go down that one hallway and there's always that one stupid flickering light in every single subway station. I don't know if I enjoy. Sorry, I'll get more into the art directory part, I guess. Like, I don't know if I enjoy these. They're almost too perfect. Is this just supposed to be like leaks from the ceiling? Maybe. Like, if it's just supposed to be random water, I would definitely be like splashed around more. But if it's a leak, I don't. It just feels like that's too many leaks. Maybe like one or two, but that's just too many. Yeah. Yeah, and they're on the other side too. Yeah, it's way too many leagues. Like, this place is falling, like, about to collapse. So, I like the reflections. But yeah, if it was just that it rained and people were walking, like, you just see water dispersed a lot more around. I have the benefit of having ridden the subway a lot, I guess. Hmm. I almost no, never mind. I was gonna say this is like a small thing. Like, it's almost like too lit up at the top. Like, subways are usually sort of dark, but the bottom of it looks fine. But when I see all the like bright lights at the very top, like, it's almost, oops, sorry, it's almost like the roof you should barely see. I know you put a lot of time into it, but it's like it should be a lot darker at the top. Just, I think it's like it's an efficiency thing. Like, when they build they don't have enough funding or time to put all that lighting in. Like, they can't possibly put all that lighting in all over the tunnels and everything. So they put the lighting low where you're going to be and light up where you're going to be, and they don't care about the ceiling too much. So it's a small technical thing. Like, just thinking about how you have to go into the mindset of like how they built the place and like how things work, and like that's why I do like environment art in general, because you have to like really think about those things. And this funny that is this a couch? Like, I don't. No, this isn't a couch. Okay, it's wooden. It is wooden. At first, I thought this was a couch, because it never even occurred to me. I'm like, I was like, wait a second, why is there a couch there? Like, so. So maybe make it just look more wooden somehow. Um, All right, I'll show this one more time. We've been on this one for a while. Hmm. Yeah. 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 It's because you live in Canada where they have money to do those things. The U.S. is, God bless the U.S. It is, it's not going well here. It's going better than a lot of countries. I'll give it that. But yeah, we've had better days. Yeah, but even like the rails, like this is actually going to help you. Like I'm just thinking maybe it's my own experience is painted too much. Like you barely when it's nighttime or like when it's dark, like you barely see the rails actually. Like it's like there's just a lot of shadows and yeah. So you could like put less light. It might overall just make it look better immediately, just because there's less stuff to look at. Like so, it could help you to like just take some light out of certain areas. Games do that a lot. Like a lot of games, when you see a game that's extremely dark, it's just because they didn't want to have to make everything look good. Usually, games used to do that a lot. Like all the Resident Evil games, obviously. So a lot of horror games and all those old games, they were dark because they had to be scary, but also because they didn't feel like having to make all those details and they didn't have the time or the budget to do it anyways. Making some stuff art areas darker might actually help, and then you have to spend less time on little details. It seems like another thing, like again, my own experience is painted. It almost feels like there's too much trash underneath. I feel like it's just there is trash, but maybe it's just a little too much. Excuse me. Unless someone like threw a newspaper and it exploded and whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. I mean, by all means, if you found a lot of trash, you know. Okay, never mind. So don't act on that. Maybe just different types of trash. Maybe that's it. It's too many just papers that it look too clean. Like dirty up some of the papers. Like some of those need to be like again, there's water here, so a lot of those papers might be wet. Just like thinking about how the experience of like how everything is working. But overall, it's cool. It's good job. But again, it's just it takes time to get all these things right. And this one is just images. I like the lighting. Like the lighting look, is that okay? At first I thought it was like a picture. Like the lighting here looks like fantastic. Mm-hmm. Sure, I'll stay on this one, but yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Oh, you're asking. Graffiti. They do clean it though, but I mean, it could be possible somebody. I mean, there's always like they don't clean it all up. Like, there's definitely still like markings here and there of things that people have done. Oh, sorry, I'm staying on this one, but make it more noticeable, maybe, but not too noticeable. It's a fine balance. You don't want it to be a centerpiece, obviously. It'd be, yeah, that's the hard part. I mean, this way, it's another train station, which is cool. It's good to show that, I don't like this one as much just because, it's not as many details. You probably spent less time on it in general, I guess. So that's that too. So, Yeah, I would. I mean, I wouldn't take it down. Like whatever, it is what it is. Like just get more pieces of art that aren't stations, and it'll look better automatically. Um, that's that's all I can tell you on this one. I guess is just like, yeah, just get more different pieces of art, and people will critique it less. Um, oh, there's Simpsons. We were talking about the Simpsons. Speaking of the Simpsons, subliminally, you knew about it. Um, put that arcade station next to the couch chair. Just kidding. Even though it makes no sense in the subway. Anyway, this is cool. So you're definitely better at props than entire environments, but I mean, it is, yeah, it's environments are hard. It's a lot of stuff that go together. But you're pretty good at props, though, for sure. I definitely like look at that. Look at how low poly that is. It's pretty low poly, so it's a really cool. It looks nice. Is there a marmoset of this? No. I want to look up close. Yeah, yeah. You showed me reference stuff, which is cool. I mean, it's there, but it's fine. I like it's cool. It yeah. Yeah, I wish I could look around it and closer. Gotcha. But I do like the little, makes me feel like I'm in the arcade. In the reflection there, you can see that's a nice little touch, even if you didn't purposely do that. It's nice. What is that? What is that? What? Oh, the padlock one? Oh my god, that's old. Yeah, this is a bank basically. This is an ATM machine essentially. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it was funny. Also, my mom used to work at an arcade when I was younger, and she would give me the key to open up the machine, and I would open it up. I wouldn't take money. I would flick the little thing that puts when you put the quarter in, it flicks a little like lever, and I would just flick it to give myself credits, and I would close it up again, and I would just play. Oh, gotcha. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah. And I'd say like it's funny. I'm trying to figure out an overall like thing to think about to help you. I Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, you're really good at that. You are good at finding the imperfections, which is great. Oh, it's great. It's a strength. So I'd say so the overall arcing thing, what I'd say about so a lot of the stuff you're doing is square to me. Like a lot of this stuff is boxy. I'd say try to get out of boxy. Like almost everything here is boxy. So it's not bad. I wouldn't say stop doing it, but it's like get some more. Yeah, like CT was just saying, like get some more pieces in that aren't as boxy. Like yeah, just like different, something more curves. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but overall, yeah, it's like the floor and the wall, like, yeah, like churches. Oh man, if you did a church, like, I think you could do like a badass church if you did a church. It's a cliche thing, but if someone does it well, it's like it's architecture at its finest, basically. So, yeah, I would do something like that. Yeah. Oh no, there's a ton of reels that have like demos and stuff that have churches, but like if you do it well, like if you pick something that's cliche and you make it look not cliche, that's what's like really blows people away. Like you take this like thing that should be boring and it's not boring, like make it new and make it cool. Like that's what really blows people away. Like I'm an animator. Like if someone takes like somebody sitting out of it, getting out of a chair really cool, I'm like, holy crap, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Because getting out of a chair is not cool by itself. So like, yeah, like the same thing with modeling. Like if you take a model that's supposed to be boring and you make it really cool, like, and again, churches aren't boring, like, but they're done a lot. Yeah. What? Okay. I think that's like not what church, but it's like, yeah, my church has a green room that you can just can smoke pot in my church. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, like, hey, to each his own. Yeah, man. Like, yeah. Just starts hallucinating at some point, like because they're all like high and that'd be great. Yeah, man. But yeah, this was cool. I have to end the stream soon, but this was really fun. Thank you for posting your stuff. I hope this was all helpful for everyone, and I hope we get to do it more. Yeah, how many people are? I haven't even looked to see. There's still a handful of people here. So, yeah, guys. Yeah, it's hard to pay attention to everything. So I apologize if I wasn't attentive to you and you were watching on Twitch, LinkedIn, or YouTube. But definitely join us on the Discord because we're there every day. It's just a cool place to keep yourself motivated. Like that's, I guess, look at myself. I'll do the pitch. It's just a great place to stay motivated. Like it's not a place where you go to waste time. Like you can if you want. Like it's more to take a break. If you're gonna waste time, you're just taking a break, and it's just there to help people like stay motivated and take breaks and just keep going. Because if you don't take breaks and you don't have other people around, it's very hard to. It's just very hard to keep going. So I'm gonna. No, it's no, not at all. Even in the industry, like a lot of people are just really bad at the mental part of things. Like I just feel like people, they're just not like they love what they do and they just get way too focused on it sometimes. Like because again, like you have to, but at the same time, you have to learn how to pull yourself away. And just that balance. It's all about balance. And it's always going to be a fight, to be honest. Like it, you know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I ultimately I would like people. I'm not going to force anyone. I would like it when if people like go and yeah, they're like hanging out like in voice stuff too. But like just in the chat anywhere is fine. Just being there is it's enough, you know, just to pull you out of. Yeah. Yes, it is a community. But yeah, I hope everyone had fun. I'm sorry, I can't go more. But I am going to pick a date for my lecture that was supposed to happen. I'm very sorry that I didn't get to do that. I had a bunch of deadline that just came up out of nowhere, and I just got totally side. I couldn't let it go. It wasn't something where I could be like, I'll push it on. Like, I just had to do it. So I had to choose one thing, and I had to choose to push the lecture, which I think was fine. It's gonna be cool. Where it's Unreal pipeline. I'm gonna go to Unreal 4 character pipeline. It's kind of like base. I kind of touched on it a couple months ago, but I really want to get like the flow of like a character from getting a character working. Excuse me, getting a character working in Unreal, like your own character working in Unreal, and not just using like the mechanism guy. Essentially, so it's going to be too much to cover everything. Like it's not going to be everything, but like just some like just getting it working, and he's walking, he's jumping, crawling, whatever. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet. So yeah, that will happen in April. Yeah, I'm glad this was helpful for people. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, I'm going to sign off now unless there's like any last minute questions. CT, you have anything to add? You want to close this? Oh, good. Cool. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. But, that would just. So you. Yeah, I didn't announce it again. We didn't have. It's fine. We didn't have enough time to go through a bunch of them anyways, but this was like a last minute thing. Usually I give people more time. So yeah, it's just in the live stream chat above. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, this was just kind of random. I'm trying to schedule things, and it just, like I said, things kind of blew up, and I just had to like make a random decision last minute. So thank you guys. Cool. Awesome, guys. Well, have a good rest of your night, and we'll see you again. We'll see you around. Yeah, take it easy. Bye. Cool. Well, I got to get going immediately. So, yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, CT. Yes, I'm making a whole like schedule. I actually started this schedule, and now I have to change it. I had a gap in it before, so now that gap can go away to account for this push that just happened. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get a whole schedule of like this is gonna happen on this date, because I want to have like guests and stuff too, and yeah.